Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is going ahead and making a new quarterback ability tier list. Today, we're going to be going over all 41 possible abilities a quarterback could get. I did this earlier in the year, but you see, I kind of missed on some stuff, and I just want to update it for the end of the year. Before we do go ahead and get into the video, if you enjoy content like this and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I upload daily Madden content on the channel. My end of year goal by the time Madden 23 drops is to hit 10K subscribers, and I could not do that without y'all, so I would greatly appreciate that. Now, one more thing before we do go on ahead and start this tier list, we got to bring back the comment of the day. Today's winner is gonna be my guy Ayo Cartel right here. He was saying how his Rams team getting that new and gold 99 Jalen Ramsey is gonna be absolutely insane. And yeah, man, the Rams team, dude, the Rams gotta have like a top 3 team. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that new Jalen Ramsey card is cracked. So yeah, y'all, if you want to go ahead and have a chance to win comment of the day, make sure to leave a comment down below. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. We're just gonna go in order. First one right here is gonna be Fearless. Fearless, it's A or B in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead for right now put it B. I just kind of have to see like what abilities fall where, but what this is you don't get pressure penalties while you're in the pocket. This is really good on pocket passers, especially first the 6-1 even defense. Like if you're not using Escape Artist, I think Fearless, I don't want to say it's necessary on your quarterback, but it's really nice to have, again, especially if you're facing like blitz heavy formations like 6-1 and when people have under pressures on their defensive line. I really like the ability. Might move up to A. We'll just have to see what happens. Now we got Gift Wrapped. Gift Wrapped, it's like D. Like I don't want to put it F because some of the abilities in F are just absolutely awful, but Gift Wrapped, it says higher chance to go ahead and complete the uncovered targets. This was really good in like Madden 20 where people were trying to get like middle linebackers at tight end and stuff, but I don't think it does anything. Like if your receivers are uncovered at this point in the game, they should go ahead and catch the ball, so that's why it's D for me. Gunslinger, is there any doubt about it? Gunslinger's S. Like, I feel like I don't even need to explain this. By far the best throw power ability in the game for a quarterback. Like, it's just, it helps out your quarterback so much. Even if they have like a really bad release, Gunslinger makes it to where it's somewhat usable at least. Now we got Gutsy Scrambler. Gutsy Scrambler, I'm going to put it C. The reason why it's C, right? So, say like back in Madden 20 when the way the abilities worked was you just had 3 players on offense with abilities, I think this would be higher. But given like the kind of new way abilities work with AP and stuff, I think it's like C because the fact that like, okay, if you run Gutsy Scrambler, you're most likely running Escape Artist as well. And I think you would want to have Escape Artist plus a throw power ability over having Gutsy Scrambler. Like, yeah, it's a good ability to have, especially if you're constantly rolling out, but it just like, it's not a bad ability, but it's just not something you should run, if that makes sense. And then we got Homer here. I'm going to make it a really easy. So all the abilities that basically just boost your X factor are all going into F. Please don't run these, please. Like Closer, we have Comeback as well. Like all these abilities right here, man, just don't run these. These are not like 0 point to run them at all. Now we got High Route Master. High Route Master is for sure, again, S tier. It is such a great ability. It can basically make any offense usable. You can get good posts on your slot receivers. You can get good crossers. You can get deep skinny posts. Like you can literally just go crazy with this and just make an entire scheme just based off of High Route Master. And all you need in your formation is one pass play. Now we got Human Joystick on a quarterback. I'm going to put a D. On current gen, it might be better, but on next gen, I don't think Human Joystick's that great, period, on next gen. So I'm going to put it like D. Again, like if you run with your quarterback every single play, I guess it'd be a little bit better, but I just given what you kind of need on your quarterback, I don't think it's worth it. Now we got Identifier. Field General quarterbacks get this for 1, I believe. I'm putting Identifier at least in the A tier. And that's something like, I don't know if I'm basing this off of just it actually being on your quarterback, or say just on your offensive lineman, somewhere where you can get it for 1 AP. I think identifier is great. You can see their user. A lot of times you can go ahead, basically see exactly what coverage they are if you have like a good Madden mind, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it really does help with kind of just like visualizing, okay, this is what their defensive setup is going to be like. And I feel like it's really nice to have. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I really enjoy using identifiers. Just, again, sometimes when you need like route tech or like a deep out elite or something, would I rather have a deep out elite or would I rather have identifier? You know, like, it's kind of a tough choice, but I do think it's a really good ability. Now we got Jukebox. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to put like Jukebox, Bulldozer, and Spin Cycle right here on the F tier for quarterback abilities. Abilities that are fine on a running back, don't mind them at all, but on a quarterback, I just feel like it's such a waste. Like, if you're gonna run any like ability on your quarterback to help them run, you should go ahead and run Fast Break. Fast Break for me is gonna go C. It could be B. It could be B. Could be. I'm gonna put it B actually. So Fast Break, B tier. Pretty much makes it where if your quarterback's on a design QB run, he doesn't fumble. If you run with your quarterback, this is basically the only ability you need. I'm not going to lie to you. And Fearless is looking at me like he wants to go up. Again, he might go up, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm moving Fearless up. I'm moving Fearless up into A. Just an ability I really, really like. Now, I put these right next to each other. I believe this is Agile Extender. So this year in particular, these two abilities, Anchored Extender, Agile Extender, aren't really great because of their AP costs, and also there isn't a basically unblockable blitz in the game coming from a DB. Like in Madden 20, I really enjoyed using these because pretty much it would be like, okay, you want to run 1-4-6 at me, I'll just not even block it, and my quarterback will just shrug off the first sack. Like, there's a point to run these, so they're not going to be F tier. I'm going to put them like C tier. I'm going to put them both C tier. They're like, there's a point to run them. Just this year, they're not that great because there isn't like this unstoppable blitz from a corner. Like, a lot of blitzes can be blocked, whether you block a running back, a tight end, or have play action on your field. So I just think like not really a huge point to run them this year. Long range Deadeye. So out of all the Deadeyes, I think long range is my second favorite, but my favorite for AP value. So I'm going to put long range Deadeye. Top end to B, could see it A. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I really do like long range Deadeye. It's a good ability. Pretty much if you're rolling all the way out to the right or left and you have like a deep bomb you want to hit, you can pretty much not let go of the sprint button and you're fine. So makes it to where basically all the passes your quarterback would miss, he's going to hit because it's long range Deadeye. Now we got no look Deadeye. This is kind of like a bailout ability. I'm going to put it like C tier again because I guess there's some point to run it, but pretty much you roll out to the right, throw left. That's where it's really useful at. But again, I just don't really think it's worth it, so that's why it's C tier for me. Pass Lead Elite. Pass Lead Elite is going into the S tier for me. Again, if you're not running Gunslinger, Pass Lead Elite is great. Honestly, Gunslinger, like the drop off from Gunslinger to Pass Lead Elite is not a lot. It's not a crazy drop off, and Pass Lead Elite plus Escape Artist, obviously one of the metas this year, so I feel like it has to be S tier. If you're not running Gunslinger, you should be running Pass Lead Elite. It's one of the two, and like I said, Pass Lead Elite isn't that far of a drop off from Gunslinger. QB Playmaker. QB Playmaker, I think on current gen would be A. On next gen, I'm putting it like top into B. So on next gen specifically, like your players just don't have like those crazy turns. Like, it's still a fine ability. I don't quite think it's top end. I think this would be considered an off meta ability as well, but yeah, I think there's a way you could get QB Playmaker, Howard Master, and Gunslinger, Pass Lead Elite, something like that. So I mean, again, on current gen, I think this is one of the best ways to go ahead and beat man coverage, but on next gen, I don't really think it's that great, so I'm just gonna put it in the B tier. Quick Draw. I really like Quick Draw. I'm putting Quick Draw A. It's again one of those abilities where it's really nice to have, but a lot of times it's like you're deciding, hey, do I want a backfield mismatch? Do I want deep out elite? or do I want quick draw? You know what I mean? It's a really good ability. Basically guarantees you'll never get a throw out of sack. This year I don't think there's any throw out of sacks on next gen, but again, it's just something really nice to have, especially when you're playing like a blitz heavy formation. If you even get slightly under pressure, gonna get the ball out like this. I really like comboing this with like a gunslinger and a pass lead elite as well. Recuperation, this is one where I'm gonna put it D. I don't quite think it's F, but you specifically have to run with your quarterback a lot. If you're not running with your quarterback a lot, don't run it. 0 point. Red zone deadeye, I'm gonna put red zone deadeye D. Like it does something. Like you're perfect actually in the red zone, but I just feel like red zone is a place where your quarterback most likely isn't going to miss anyway. Like you can throw some crazy high balls and stuff like that as well in the red zone, and he's just not going to miss. So don't really see a major point in running this. Roaming deadeye, I'm going to put roaming deadeye A. I'm going to keep long range B, put roaming A. Roaming is my favorite deadeye ability. Pretty much, if you don't know, this basically, if you roll out, perfect accuracy on every single throw, just let go of the sprint button when you're rolling out and it registers it as your feet being set. So yeah, I really like roaming. So on improviser quarterbacks, roaming is 1. If you can get roaming for 1 AP, I feel like it's a must. Especially like you could potentially run like escape artist, pass elite, roaming deadeye. I think that is a great ability combo. We got safety valve. Safety valve, I'm gonna put it D. It gives you like your running back some boosts and stuff. Like it's not really good. It's just not good. Just not worth to run. Then we got second win. Second win, again, I'm putting it right by recuperation. Specifically, you have to run with your quarterback in order for this to be useful. So if you're not running with your quarterback, it's F tier. Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand is again going into the D tier. Now, this is one, if you want to argue with me and say it's F tier, go for it. Go for it. But the reason why it's D is because the fact that, yes, you'll see, okay, he gets better pump fakes or something, like more fake outs on pump fakes, which it really doesn't even work. But the other part of this ability is that you have more success on double moves. And I think this is something to where if man coverage ever takes off, this ability, even now, if man coverage was like, if that's all you saw, sleight of hand won't save you because it doesn't even give like a crazy boost to double moves. But yeah, I really think I want this ability to be better. I'm not going to lie to you. I want it to be where if I have sleight of hand and my receiver runs a double move, he cooks every single time. Threat detector. Threat detector is a really good ability, but AP wise, it's just way too expensive. So this highlights the blitzers on 3rd and 4th down. Really, really nice to have. It's a luxury to have. It's just a little bit too expensive AP wise. Inside deadeye. Inside deadeye used to be S tier, but now I'd probably put it in like B, because it still gives like the perfect accuracy and everything. It's just like, it's a little bit too much AP now. That's why it's B tier. I still think it's, like, I could see why you run it, but I would rather run roaming on an improviser for 1. I'm not gonna lie. Lofting deadeye, I think this isn't really a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it C tier. Actually, no, I'm gonna put this one F. I'm putting it F. That's my most hated accuracy one, actually. Lofting deadeye sucks. Like, it's terrible. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't even know exactly why. Like, okay, I actually lied. I'll put a D tier just because of the fact that, okay, it does what it says. There is some use for it. And also, I noticed I have long range deadeye on here twice. So, hey, long range deadeye gets twice in the B tier. Let's go. Pocket deadeye. I think pocket deadeye is a tier worse than long range deadeye and inside deadeye. So I'm putting it C. I do like it more than no look deadeye, and I like this more at the beginning of the year. But now quarterback's just hitting every accuracy threshold and stuff. Like, if you're missing passes in the pocket, your accuracy just sucks. I feel like it's way more important to have like a long range inside or a roaming deadeye at this point in the game than it is pocket deadeye. Now we got protected. Protected, I've heard mixed reviews on it. I'm gonna put it B. Like, I think it's okay, but I feel like it's so inconsistent. Like, sometimes I'll notice, hey, my line is actually blocking better with protected. Other times I just feel like there's absolutely zero difference at all. So I'm putting it B tier. I don't think it's really, I don't think it does exactly what it says it does. And I think it's, I don't want to say it's even overrated, but I just think I wouldn't run it. I'll just say that I wouldn't run it because I just don't think it's worth it. Now I got set feet lead. Set feet lead gets a lot of hate. Set feet lead gets a crazy amount of hate. I'm putting it at least A tier though. So from a strict ability standpoint, Gunslinger, Pass Elite, Flood. Like, the difference between S and A is crazy. S tier's like up here, A tier's like right here. Like, this is a crazy difference, but the drop off from, say, Pass Lead Elite to Set Feet Lead is a major drop off. I'm not going to lie to you, but Set Feet Lead is still a really good ability. Like, if you can't fit in your AP Gunslinger or Pass Lead Elite, but you can fit in Set Feet Lead, I don't think it's that bad to where the quarterback becomes unusable. For a while, Peyton Manning, the backyard baller one, the one with the boosted speed, was the only quarterback in the game that could get Howard Master, a throw power ability, and escape artist. Set Feet Lead, was it sometimes trash? Yes. But you can make it work. You can make it work. So that's why I'm putting in the A tier. Again, there's also a way to make Set Feet Lead activate like Pass Lead Elite to where your feet don't have to just be set. I believe if you treat it like roaming Deadeye, it activates on every single throw. Now we got Sideline Deadeye. Sideline Deadeye I'm going to put again with Pocket Deadeye. Now I could be sleeping on Sideline Deadeye, but I wasn't really a big fan and didn't really notice a lot when I used it. Again, I think it's kind of like a mid accuracy ability. I'd much rather have like the long range inside or roaming. Conductor right here is going into the A tier. And I think it's probably, it might be the best ability in the A tier. Something to where if you're trying to quick hike and stuff, it's so valuable. It's such a good ability. For certain playstyles, it's an S tier ability. It's just, again, I don't think it's on the level as, say, like a Gunslinger, or Howard Master, or a Pass Lead Elite. But yeah, I still think it is really, really good. Now we got Dashing Deadeye. Dashing Deadeye, it's just not worth the AP. It's like C tier. It's not worth the AP. Roaming is literally better dashing. It's way better dashing. Just let go right trigger with roaming, and you don't have the kind of limit on the yards that you do with dashing. So just roaming's way better than dashing. So I made a mistake, actually. This right here is not fast break. We're gonna bring that down. This right here is fast break. We're putting that in the B tier. This right here is going to be tight out. I'm going to put it right by safety valve. This might be one that I'm sleeping on, but again, I just don't really think it gives that crazy of a boost. So I'm putting in the D tier. It's supposed to like help your tight ends beat their coverage and stuff. I just, again, don't think it's that great of a boost. So I'm putting a D tier, would not run it. Now, we got Escape Artist. Escape Artist is the best ability in the game. Escape has to be on its own tier. It's like, on next gen, most broken ability in the game. And honestly, if you're in a defense with good contains and stuff, I think Escape Artists can be limited. But if they know how to glitch out contains, if they know the red route glitch, you're cooked. Good luck defending Escape. And yeah, y'all, that's been my best updated quarterback ability tier list. Let me know down in the comments what position you want to see next. Because again, like, I feel like earlier in the year, I kind of missed on some stuff. So this is a comparison of what I had at the beginning of the year. You can see a lot of stuff kind of didn't change a lot. Kind of at the beginning of the year and stuff, I had Escape only in the S tier. Like, I think, again, like putting it on a whole other tier is well warranted. Pass Lead Elite was in the S tier for me. I'm actually surprised about that. I thought I wouldn't have had it in the S tier. A tier Conductor, roaming, long range drop for me. But yeah, Set Feet Lead again. I think it's pretty valid. I ended up moving up Quick Draw, Fearless. I like that change. I think I moved Gutsy Scrambler down to C in this tier list as well. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job of updating anything. And Protected was probably the biggest jump for me because it actually does something, and I think it's pretty solid. So yeah, that's pretty much the difference in the ability tier list. I also added like literally every single one of the abilities a quarterback can get as well. So yeah, y'all, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, what you thought of this tier list. What ability are you rocking on your quarterback? I hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Other than that though, man, has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.